Well, I would like to give a hearty thank you to Franny. Franny Down Under. You know who you are. You're always with the kind words. You say you appreciate my work, and I really do appreciate you saying that because I try. I feel like lately I've been dropping the ball because I just don't have the energy or wherewithal to produce the videos like I once did, or I want to make them, but then I keep looking at the same old headlines. I'm like, this is really not a whole lot different, and so sometimes I struggle to find meaningful content, but I've been trying my best to provide that each and every day, for the most part, every day. And there are times when I can't make a video, I upload good content from another channel. Does that make sense? So from some other content creator that's been floating around the internet. So I want to thank you, Franny, for your kind words. I really do. I appreciate that. It means a lot, especially right now because I'm going through a period where of time where or my life where I just feel like, why bother with anything? Why bother? You know what I mean? But I have to bother. So let me put on my Blu-ray or blue light blocking glasses, and then my $1.25 plus tree reading glasses for the reading experience here. There's a town in Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore? Oh, yes. Yes, they are. The robots are in Kansas. They are. They're in a small town. You would think that in Kansas, isn't that part of the bread basket of America? It's, from what I understand, it's very conservative, not progressive like the cities are. You would think that like a mom and pop restaurant, and where the good old boys and good old gals go to eat the breakfast and gather and have camaraderie, fellowship for years on end, most of their lives. These are elderly people, a lot of them. A town that's a little over 1,300 people. You would think that they would reject the idea of having, well, robots serving them food as opposed to actual human beings as they've been accustomed to all their lives. Such is not the case. It looks like that a little podunk town in Kansas is embracing the robot waiters. Yeah. Restaurants don't automate because they want to. They automate because it makes sense. Mathematically, it makes sense. All right. And for the customers, well, they don't have to tip these robots. And of course, you already know that robots don't call in sick. They ain't going to have conflict with each other, or so we think, like people do, right? They're not going to be, in restaurants, the restaurant business, there's a lot of, I've worked in restaurants. I'm not one of them, but a lot of druggies, people that do drugs. A lot of times the restaurant crowd attracts that type of people. I've even worked at Chick-fil-A where there's been druggies that work there, people have been in jail, and that's Chick-fil-A. So yeah, there's Helen, Georgia is a tourist town, and you wouldn't know it by going through there. It's a very nice, picturesque, quaint tourist town that's German-themed architecture. You would think that a town like that wouldn't have a big drug problem, but the restaurants I hear, big-time drug problem, big time. But you wouldn't know it just going into the restaurant. But yeah, anyway. So tiny towns are turning routine tech upgrades into national anxiety. Why would it be national anxiety? Because, well, for one thing, you're getting served by robots, and that's not really normal. But another thing is it's taking jobs, is it not? I guess for customers, it's a win situation because you don't have to tip them. Oh, by the way, no health insurance for them either. And they don't ask for raises. I guess they don't. Not yet, anyway. It's AI. Who knows what the fool AI is going to want or demand. And as you know, people have been panicking for years about... people have been panicking for years. People have been having anxiety for years about robots taking over, giving ass whoopings, Terminators, remember that? And that's not to say that that's not going to happen in the near future. But right now, we're getting is it a soft disclosure of robots in our lives? I don't know how you want to phrase it. All right, we're getting a taste of, no pun intended, of robots in our lives at the restaurant, right? And there's a restaurant in the next town over. It's an Asian one. It's Japanese, Thai, or something like that. That's had a robot waiter. I think it only had one. 14, 15 years now. But that's just that one place around here. This is taking place now in rural America. Let's break it on down. Of course, robots are not taking over now like in Terminator, but they are taking over, at the restaurant. Serving you food. You're going to see a little video. A small restaurant in rural Kansas just went viral for rolling out robot servers. Damn it. What the freak? This clip that you're about to see is making the rounds on social media, and it shows a quiet dinner in a town of roughly 1,300 people where the robot waiters are serving you food. And this is in Kinsley, Kansas. Kinsley, Kansas has a population of 1,342 people, and jobs are being replaced with automation. That's going to give people anxiety. You got a town of only 1,342 people. I would think that jobs are not abundant in a small town like that, and yet you're going to take away more jobs by having robot waiters. This is, to me, it's insane, but you're going to see this elderly gentleman. I'm sure he's patronized this restaurant since it opened. And I'm sure this person's used to dealing with people, but he sees no problem in getting his food from a robot waiter. Now, you could look at it, this clip that I'm about to show you, as well. It's just like a remote, you could say it's a remote-controlled table going to another table, dropping off food. You could look at it that way. Yeah, I could see your point. But it's robots, folks. It's robots. And we take a look at this, and you would think that cities, as progressives as they are, that they would be having that in their restaurants, but I haven't caught wind of that at all. So let's take a look at this video real quick. You have Wall Street Apes on Twitter. Now, as you can see here, if waitresses are about to get replaced in Kinsley, a small town in the breadbasket of America, I mean, Kansas, hell far. What do you got in Kansas? Wheat and cornfields? I mean, and not a whole lot of people. So a few people you do have there, you're going to start replacing the waitresses, and who else are they going to replace next? You know what I'm saying? And this is in Kinsley, Kansas. And if they're going to do it there, they're going to do it here, they're going to do it there, they're going to do it right where you are. And it's not just going to be waitresses getting replaced. You remember, I covered the information many times over the years that by 2025, they wanted to have massive depopulation, and they wanted the workforce to be at least 80% robotics, automated. That didn't happen, but it is happening. It's just that they had to kick the can a little bit further down the road. But it is happening. So we're going to take a look at this, and don't be surprised if you see more and more of this, and a lot of people losing their job, more mass layoffs. This is the direction that this world is going, and most people aren't really paying attention to this. See? He's just getting that food off of there like it's no big whoop. This is how we do it. Remember that 90s song? This is how we do it. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. No big deal. No big deal.